Is that okay?
What you with, man?
Fight Hype.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Alright. So yeah, so wanted to get your thoughts on the plan for Loma. It's supposed to be if he beats Ortiz, he'll fight Haney. The person who wins that fight, a fight against Shakur, man. Do you think at this point, Loma should be favored or the underdogs against both Haney and Loma?
How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man.
I mean, against Haney and Shakur. Do you think he should be the underdog?
I don't know, man. Look, they are great fighters, bro. At this level, man, it's like I don't get caught up in all like who should be favored. I just want to see the fight. You know what I mean? I want to see who's gonna have a separation between them.
Well, that's actually a perfect segue into my next question, man. The big fight everybody wanted. We're not getting it anymore. We're getting David Anavizian versus Terrence Crawford. How disappointed were you when that news initially came out, man?
Disappointed because I'm a fight fan, but I want what's best for the fighter. So what I'm saying is selfishly, everybody just telling them to shut up and fight. But if you ain't never been on this side of it, you don't know. It's not that easy. And I hear a lot of people, I don't even know if you can call them fans, bro. It's so much recklessness online and on Instagram and Twitter and all this stuff where it's hard to say people are fans when they talk reckless about other fighters or what they do. But I hear people say stuff like, like Eddie Hearn made a comment about, if you got to tell people this fight isn't as big as you think it is, that's saying something.
Yeah.
Why you got to go out of your way to try to change people's mind? Let it play out and we'll see what the numbers say.
Sure.
But, I've also heard people say that they're asking for money that, it's not there, man. Bro, nobody knows what they're asking for. Nobody, including myself, we're not privy to these negotiations. And you got to understand, if you understand how boxing negotiations work, a side is going to leak information that favors them, right? So that's how it works. So it's better for everybody to just sit back. It's cool to desire to fight, but like all these polarizing opinions and stuff, man, like people don't know. So I say all that to say I want what's best for the fighter, man, and hopefully they can get it worked out. But I don't look at these dudes no different, man. I know it's business, and it's a hard business to try to negotiate with its millions involved.
But in your view,
I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. I gotta go somewhere. See y'all later. Yep.
In your view,
go ahead, bro. Y'all can get it together because I got to roll in a minute.
In your view, though, do you think that fight will end up happening, though, man?
I hope, bro. I'm cautiously optimistic. I know it's boxing, so I know anything can happen, but I'm hoping they bring it back around after these next fights.
Gotcha. What do you think should be next for Spence?
I mean, I can't, Spence doesn't need to fight anymore.
He doesn't, and, he doesn't need to fight anybody, but do you think he should stay idly by, or do you think he should fight somebody?
I think he should fight. Yeah. If he's done with boxing, which I don't believe he is, then yeah, he should fight somebody. And try to, just like Terrence is fighting somebody, stay busy, keep the rust off, and then go back to the negotiations and see if you can make it happen.
But fans would love to know, like, would a Stan Jonas fight make more sense? Would a fight against Boots make more sense right now?
They're not going to give Boot a shot. He's too dangerous. And here's the thing. You can't blame him. That's the young crop coming in. They like, bro, let us get done with what we got going on. And this is actually a sign of respect for Boots. They not scared of Boots. They've been fighting their whole life. It's a business, and you got to think like that. He's a young, hungry dude who has everything to gain, still building his fan base. They know he can fight. He ain't going to get a shot right now. He'll get a shot once Terrence and Errol decide to move on.
No, you're the only one that would know. Boots hasn't exactly fought the elite level competition yet, but just from your eye test, man, is he an elite level fighter right now?
Listen, Boots we in New York, bro.
You gotta love it.
Boots has to answer all the tough questions like all of us had to. What happens when you get hit in the mouth for the first time? What happens if the fight's not going your way? What happens if you get hurt or you get buzzed? What happens when the competition steps up? That's a question that everybody got to answer. But the eye test, of course he passes that. He got great pedigree with his father and his team. He come from Philly. They real Philly people. You see, like, of course you see the pedigree, but you got to see him answer those tough questions like we all had to see if he's elite.
When we see stuff like, the Crawford-Spence fight isn't happening right now, but when you see a guy like Devin Haney, and, he's chasing those big fights, he went to Australia, took a little bit less money than he wanted to make that fight happen, do you kind of look at him and just say, yeah, you understand the business of boxing, but when you really want the fight, you just make it happen, man?
not always that easy. Devin Haney had to give up a lot to make that fight happen twice. And if it would have went wrong for him, what would everybody say?
You already know what they would have said, man.
He's crazy. He shouldn't have did it. He's not a draw. That's why he had to go over there. So I know we give the fans a lot of credit, and we should, genuine fans. But you got to do what's best for you, and you hope the fans understand it, and you hope they come on board with it. But you can't do it just for the fans. You got to do it for your family. You got to make right business decisions. So Haney did what was best for him. He put all that email champion noise to bed, and you know, he in the driver's seat right now.
Gotcha.
It's amazing how a little bit of time changes things, right?